Takamaki-san, this is bad.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. And in the last part, we were playing as
I have no idea.
we were heading through Madarami's dungeon, and we were able to get past the security system. And now in this part, so at this point we're now back with Takamaki and with Arn and Yuuske, and we finally found out what's in this room. Basically, a whole bunch of Sayuri copies, the famous painting that Madarame is known for.
Since then, I've been mired in a terrible artist block.
So now he's talking some stuff. Can you tell whether or not he's bullshitting at this point?
I knew I couldn't keep that up, so I attempted to recreate the Sayuri a number of times. However, it resulted in nothing more than replicas. That's when someone came to buy the paintings, knowing, well, they weren't original. It's all my fault.
So apparently he's been selling copies of the Sayuri, of his famous painting. And apparently the people who buy them know that it's that they are copies. But how true is that? We'll find out momentarily.
Don't.
Hold on, something doesn't add up. If the original painting got stolen, how did you make copies of it?
That's a very good point.
Photograph of it in an art book.
So you managed
I think
to
that's a
sell
load of
copies
bullshit.
a photo of the original? I'm not sure how this works, but don't people who buy paintings generally have a keen eye for the fine arts?
You would think so,
This
wouldn't
sounds like
you?
a lie to me.
What would you know?
She is very forward about that then. Basically calling him a liar straight out.
Lady Ann,
I do like that about
this
Anne
one
though.
seems different.
And
Sayuri.
there we go.
This,
He was bullshitting the whole time.
this is the
That
real Sayuri?
painting is the original Sayuri, which he said got stolen. So obviously he's been talking a load of bullshit.
That's a replica.
No,
Sorry, so yeah. Basically what's happening here is that Madarame has been putting out the rumour that, or has been telling people, and even the police, been telling the police, that Sayuri, the original version of Sayuri has been stolen.
Painting bought a counterfeit? That's pushing it.
Basically, the original's been stolen, and that basically
You too.
he's been trying to convince, he's been selling it to people, other members of the art world, basically telling them that, you know, he hasn't really gone missing, this is the original, this is the actual one, and you can have it, you know, basically. So he's been using it as a massive scam to make himself a fuck ton of money off his, you know, big lie that the original Sayuri painting had been stolen. So it's like
There's no point. They'll be here within 2 minutes.
so yeah, really interesting. So yeah, we finally find out that we find out a little bit more about him here, about how much of an arsehole he is. But now we're cutting back, and now we've got to head into, let's steal some shit first. But now we've got to head into here, and we've got to head to the only piece of this on, and we've got to deactivate the security system. And once we've deactivated the security system, we can now enter through the final, you know, the final half of Madarame's dungeon, pretty much. And you might ask, why on earth doesn't the goons in Madarame's dungeon just simply turn the security back on? I have no idea. But they don't, so now all we've got to do is get the fuck out and meet up with Arn and Morgana.
I hope those two managed to get away.
Look at all those black, look at that black painting there. That black paint there. So yeah, this should have been kind of off. I love that Morgana dropping on Yuusuke's head. But it should have been kind of obvious how Arn and Morgana were going to escape so quickly. Go into the other world. Go into Madarami's dungeon.
Push him so hard. Are you okay? Wake up.
And now Yuuske is in Madarami's dungeon. So this is going to be interesting.
It's me.
Kamaki-san. That means you two are...
All his dreams have come at once.
I don't recall ever seeing this costume before.
But yeah, you might see in the background there, there's 2 buckets of black paint. That is going to become more...
Sensei's heart?
That is going to become a bigger thing in the actual final boss of this fight, of this dungeon. So
This is what that bastard truly
that's kind of
feels.
interesting.
He's nothing but a greed-filled money grubber.
Enough of this rubbish!
Kitago
Yuuske, for God's sake, man, you've heard him. You've got so much evidence pointed against him. Why are you refusing?
You may not want to believe it, but this is another reality as viewed through Madarame's eyes. This is his true nature.
Gaudy as fuck. Look at it.
This repulsive world? Just who are all of you?
Thank you, Yuuske. Yes, I agree with you. It is fucking repulsive.
We're a group that changes the hearts of rotten crooks.
If everything you say
It's
is
one way of
true,
putting it.
then the sensei I know doesn't exist.
You gotta snap out of it.
He has kept me safe these past 10 years. My gratitude for that won't just disappear.
You're gonna forgive
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that the game will throw something your way to make you feel differently, Yuuske.
I'm trying to be rational about this, but my emotions are overwhelming me.
Yes, he's having a bit of a negative reaction to finding out that his
We need to get out of here at once.
his sensei is a bit of a rotten crook, a bit of an asshole. So doesn't know how to deal with it. Lean on my shoulder.
It's all right.
All right, tough guy. Let's get going. Let's get out of here.
Yes.
So now we've got to get out of here. So you might think, well, we can just head out now and just head through to the most recent
How could this be?
safety room and just get out. But no, we have to. we basically just have to go through the entire thing, and I think it's pretty much just. It makes sense, I guess, because it makes sense for for Yusuke's sake to see all these things and kind of explain to him, kind of show him a little bit more about Madarame's true thoughts and feelings towards his pupils and that kind of thing. Kind of point out, just kind of hammer it home for Yuuske a little bit more about how much of a prick Madarame is. My health is still a little bit low from the last fight. I should have really healed myself. In the end, it didn't matter too much. Holy shit, look at that.
What the?
I love Madarame's shadow design here. It's just so perfect. You know, the wearing all that gold, and
Is that you?
his
That's how I-
peacock-like hairstyle. It's just so perfect for
One
you
big
know
lie, isn't it?
Madarame and who he is as a person.
Ragged attire is nothing but an act. Besides, a famous person living in that shack. I have another home. Under a mistress's name, of course.
So here we go. He's got mistresses. Just another reason for you to think that he's a complete and utter fucking jackass. It's just layering it on about how much of a
Storage room.
disgusting
If you have a
person he
real
is.
one, why make copies? If it's really you, Sensei, please tell me.
Foolish child, you still don't see?
Here we go.
Painting being stolen was just a false rumor I spread. It was all a
Yeah, like I said.
calculated staging.
It was a false rumor put forward by Madarame, and then he sold the fake paintings as the real thing. You know, and sold it to various people to make a load of fucking cash, and kept the original for himself.
Art snobs will eat it up and pay good cash at that.
I agree with that pretty much. Art snobs will buy anything pretty much. But yeah, this is just another way. This is just yet again layering on. It's pretty much like the previous dungeon. You know, where they keep trying to layer on stuff to really make you hate this character, and to really push forward how much of an asshole and a fucking prick he is, and how he needs to be taken down. It's, you know, you keep pushing that with Madarame here.
You helped me greatly as well, Yuuske.
God, it pisses me off. That's your teacher.
But what about the people who believe in you? Who think you're a master artist?
I'll tell
Go
you
on.
this alone, Yuuske. If you wish to succeed in this world, I'd advise you don't rise against.
And this is pretty much confirmation as well, because Nakanohara said it anyway. So it was pretty much confirmation. But it's pretty much confirmation from Madarame personally that he is pretty much wrecked the art careers of every single person who's, you know, tried to break free from him or tried to go up against him. So basically, again, it's just more of a reason to, you know, it's just more of a reason to hate this guy, more of a reason, you know, kind of pushing how much of a horrible person he is.
This is no different, you fool.
Yeah, Atlas liked to lay it on thick.
It's time that I...
Do what?
Unforgivable.
And there's Yusuke's breaking point.
No matter who you are, I won't forgive you.
So,
Boom. There we go.
for all these years with ingratitude, you damn brat. Then dispose of these thieves.
It's time for an awakening scene, ladies and gentlemen.
How amusing.
Huh?
Yusuke's scene is actually a fair bit more
Seems the truth is stranger than
funnier.
fiction.
I don't know. I really like Yusuke's awakening scene.
I wanted to believe it wasn't true. I had clouded my vision for so long.
The voice actor does a really good job here, by the way. I really like Yusuke's voice actor.
And unable to see the true self behind this one horrible man.
Time for the awakening scene, baby.
Have you finally come to your senses?
And his scene is great. I love Yusuke's awakening scene. It's so good. I think it's my second favourite. We haven't seen my favourite yet. It's going to be a little while for that one.
Let us now forge a contract.
This is kind of... I don't know, I find this... it's going to show in a minute. The nails and the blood. I find that kind of disturbing. A little bit. There's the mask. Yeah, like I say, it's...
Goemon!
And he's kind of doesn't feel any pain there. He's just like, pull it off. And Yusuke's like Phantom Thief design is the clothing here is fucking awesome. Looks so cool.
Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish.
Whoa, this is impressive.
Yeah. Pretty much blows them away with just his energy there, pretty much.
For your insolence will be dead. Where are my guards?
Bring it on.
The children who adore
Time for a battle.
the prospects of your
Yusuke's basically main
How many dreams did you exchange
element
for
that he uses for that his persona uses for fighting is the ice. is his ice powers and that smile. It's awesome. But this guy's pretty tough the first time I fought him, actually. He's a pretty tough motherfucker. And I really like his design as well. He's a cool design. But as I was saying, Yuuske basically uses primarily the ice element. And he has a he uses fuck. He uses katana as his primary weapon. Embittered blacksmith. He's really cool. And as you can see, yeah, he's got Bufu. And his katana is a use a cross slash to fuck this guy up. He does a fair bit of damage. That's all those guys do, from what I remember in the boss fight. These guys mainly just use evasion. Use Sukukaja to up their evasion and accuracy. I think so. You can't really hit them as hard. Let's use Miraji. I think do I just go for the attack here? Yeah. Oh fuck. Can't use cross slash again. There we go. We got a pretty good amount of hits on there. Oh wow, Yusuke's getting his ass kicked. But yeah, he does a pretty decent amount of damage. They're the primary ones. In terms of yeah, fuck you, Yuuske. Yusuke's enraged, so yeah. The taunt basically it basically works as like a rage thing. So what am I using here? What am I switching to? Yeah, I think I'm just deciding what to do. Oh, I'm gonna heal Yuuske, I think here. Let's give him a bit of health back. But like I said, this boss fight is a little bit tricky the first time around, but I mean with my increased abilities and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna win this fight pretty comfortably. So the fact that I've got all the best weapons and the best armor, you know, it's never going to be a problem. He can be a little bit tricky, and he becomes a regular like shadow to fight later on after you know this boss fight has happened in this dungeon. So
I'll destroy every chance you've ever had of becoming an artist.
my god.
You'll forever rue the day you dared defy me. Get back here.
You're a little bit tired, Yuuske. Let's get out of here for now.
Listen, you're totally drained. You can't do much even if you wanted to.
What a disgrace I am.
Come on.
Happens to us all, buddy. Have a sit down on this couch. You'll be just fine.
No fool. Strange people have been coming by for years.
This scene I find kind of bizarre,
Was an everyday affair.
because I just thought it would have made sense to
Who would want to admit
rush out of here as quickly as possible, and then to have
Why didn't you leave?
a scene afterwards. Because I think directly after this, there is a scene where they're in one of the cafes, chatting about stuff and inviting him to become a member of the Phantom Thieves and all that kind of shit. Sorry. So I just think, you know, this is just kind of silly. I mean, the scene is worth having. I just think it would have been better to have like a much longer scene in the coffee shop talking about this, rather than let's just have a sit down in Madarame's dungeon when, you know, creatures could come at us at any moment. and have a chat about what happened. And
Happened to you, huh?
but yeah, that's the way it goes. Something that is happening that he mentions here, which will be brought up much during the boss fight, actually, the final boss fight with Madarame's shadow, is he talks about his mother and what happened, and the fact that she died when he was 3 years old. That is going to come into play, and that is going to be fully explained during that boss fight, but I won't spoil what it is.
You're way too serious.
We'll have to wait and see.
That's why you're always getting stuck in your own head. Look at me. I just go with the flow.
For real.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
We can't help the fact that Madarame's gone and changed. But we can change his heart. We'll make him pay for his crimes.
That reminds me. You mentioned something about that change of heart earlier.
Have you heard the rumors?
Yeah, so you're putting 2 and 2 together, dude, finally.
Don't tell me.
Wow, you're slow.
Oh, crap.
Oh, fuck.
We'll talk later. We need to scramble.
Enemies just spawned in.
When did my
Let's get the
clothes
fuck out.
change?
You just
Wow, you're
noticed
really
that
slow.
now?
You've only just noticed that now. Come on, let's get the fuck out. Time for us to leave. Let's get out. Oh, I should have done that better. Anyway. And I think now we got, yeah, there you go.
And because
The scene
of that,
directly afterwards where we tell him about
change of heart.
what happened with Kamoshida and the fact that we are the Phantom... Sorry, that we are the Phantom Thieves, basically.
Indeed. I have to believe your words, especially after seeing a world like that. So,
Well, you've been
your
through it,
plan,
so you should know.
Madarame-sensei, with Madarame, is to force a change of heart, correct?
We're gonna kick his shadow's ass and force him to
As a member
to
of the Phantom Thieves,
answer to it for his crimes.
had I faced reality sooner, this may have been avoided.
I love this. This song is really good. The soundtrack. I'm saying this way too much, but the soundtrack's so fucking
It's the
awesome.
most civil thing
I love
could
this
do
track.
to the man
It's
who
so
was,
good.
in some manner, my father.
Civil, huh?
Sounds fine to me. We're gonna deal with Madarame anyways.
He may have a mental
Yes, very
shutdown if we
true.
screw up. We have ways to prevent that, but they aren't fail-safe. Remember how we mentioned this on our way here?
Madarame is a man who has the art world under his thumb. He has connections to many organizations. If someone like me raises my voice, it'll only be snubbed out.
Yeah, so that's pretty
I
much.
have no option.
It's brought up again. I think they just wanted to. Ooh, what was that?
It's a deal then.
Sorry,
You have a new
I think they
member
just
of
wanted to
Phantom
bring
Thieves
up.
now. I hope we get along, Yuuske.
Sorry, I think they wanted to bring up the fact that they are
Best.
constantly thinking about the fact that that doing this could do something really bad.
Coach me well.
But you know, it's always brought up in the end that you know
I wonder
we
what
don't
he
really
would
have a
do.
choice.
Your
It has to be,
Yuuske and I were in a pretty tight
you know,
situation.
with Kamoshida, they had to do it because of the fact that he would have expelled
And just as you always
Ryuji
claim,
and our main
this
character,
was
and our main
the
character would have
shadow.
gone to jail.
What did he say?
So that had to be done,
Complaining to the security company
and now they're
he
doing
didn't
it.
even catch one high school girl. However, he's still furious.
Um,
about it.
and then
Says he's
with
going
the
to
other
take
lot,
legal action against everyone.
and sorry, with this one, it's pretty much just that
Talk about being completely
you know he's a
wrong.
major pull in the art world.
Legal action.
So Yuuske would be pretty much fucked if they allowed him to do this.
Maybe he
If they
still has more
didn't try and stop him. So.
If he were to act, it'd be after the exhibit is over. Any scandal during the show. would be
And this is
resolved.
pretty much setting up the timeline that you have until the festival. Sorry, the festival. His art exhibition. You have until his art exhibition ends, and then he's going to do. And then he's going to phone the police and get legal action on your ass.
By the way,
Sorry.
what is this?
Huh?
So we have to.
But it's talking.
I love Ryuji's acting there. And just it's a cat.
No, not really.
So yeah,
Why not?
basically that's what our time limit is. We got until the end of the Madarame's exhibition.
Do you wish to draw me? You better bring out the best of me in that case.
I love Morgana.
Hey, don't touch me like...
Don't jump to conclusions.
I was thinking of ordering some black bean jelly.
I bet he got that idea from a black cat.
Oh! I didn't bring any money.
Never mind. He's just weird.
I love Han's reaction there as well. Yeah, he's just a weird art guy.
Hey.
Of course not. Sajira, I never do anything bad. Of course not. I don't think we have his, is he going to be here now? That sounds problematic. So yeah. Now, the only thing left to do with Madarame's dungeon is to head through it to finish it off and to make him confess his crimes. Got a new member of the team in Yuuske. So that's going to be it for this part of Persona 5. Join me next time when... I'm not 100% sure because it was a long time since I recorded it. We're probably going to go... I think we go straight into Madarame's dungeon and finish it off. But if not, we'll be doing some social link stuff and side stuff before that. But we are on our way now to finishing off Madarame's dungeon. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.